Hello, Bay Lakes Council family. My name is Callie Kistling. I am your lead for the 2025 popcorn sale. Thank you for joining the training. Thank you again, everyone, for your flexibility with not having a live training this year. Absolutely, if you have any questions, reach out to me. My email address will be listed below, but it's callie.kistling@scouting.org, or we can jump on a phone call as well. So a little housekeeping for tonight's training. We're going to try and keep things pretty brief. I know there's a lot of new kernels out there. So we'll be having also kind of a new kernel question and answer session. And if you happen to watch this training after that's already occurred, feel free to reach out to me and I can jump on a Zoom call with you or a phone call and walk you through any questions that you may have and answer those as best I can. So just to ensure that you get your commission bonus for watching this training, I'm going to tell you a key phrase towards the end of the training. If you could email me that key phrase, we'll make sure that you get marked down for your commission bonus for attending the training. All righty. So why do we sell popcorn? Lots of things that scouts learn through our popcorn sale. They learn responsibility. They learn follow through. They work on their customer service skills, goal setting, and perseverance. Unfortunately, not all of their sales are going to be a yes. So, they're going to keep trucking on, make more sales. Eventually, they will get another yes, but that really works with that perseverance and just keeping positive with the sale. Popcorn pays for outdoor activities, camp maintenance and adventures, yearly fees and renewals, uniforms, patches, and awards, unit gear and supplies, high adventures, celebrations, traditions, and advancements. That's just a sampling of things that popcorn can pay for. Each unit is specific with what they have their popcorn fees go towards. Popcorn pays for scouting. Fund all your program-related expenses and activities that you want your scouts to enjoy this year through our popcorn sale. And I see that we have a little typo there on the PowerPoint. I apologize for that. Not popcorn, they're your popcorn sale. It helps with, like we talked about, yearly membership dues, Scouts Life magazine, popcorn, or uniforms, patches, and awards. For example, maybe hiking trips, camping trips, celebrations like Blue and Gold's, Court of Honors, Pinewood Derby, meeting supplies and equipment, and much more. Like I said, each unit kind of tailors what they spend their popcorn funds on. So a little bit about Pecatonica River. This is our 11th year partnering with Pecatonica River for our popcorn sale. Pecatonica River has been around since 1983. They've been creating high quality popcorn. They serve several different councils around the country. I'm proud to say that our Bay Lakes Council is their top seller though. Hats off to all of our popcorn sellers and you amazing kernels out there for keeping that kind of tradition and that title alive for the Bay Lakes Council. All right, some key popcorn dates for the 2025 popcorn sale. Sunday, August 31st, your show and sell orders are due in the Pecatonica River website. We're going to watch a video here in just a few moments, kind of showing you how to do that. But for any new kernels out there, or returning kernels that need a little refresher, any questions you don't get answered in that training, please just reach out to me and I can help you place those orders. So then Friday, September 19th, show and sell distribution. Be on the lookout for a note from your local district popcorn team. Some districts may do that distribution the Friday the day before, so just be on the lookout for a message from your particular distribution site. So then Sunday, September 28th, mid-sale reorder is due. This is an optional reorder. Hopefully, and many of you guys will have to take advantage of this. Let's say your first, couple weekends of show and sells have been going amazing. The brewers are still on their hot streak and those brewer, pretzel tins are just flying off the shelves, flying off the wagons. Here's that opportunity to reorder any of those products that you may need extras of. Then Sunday, October 5th, your ACH information is due. There's a link to that on our website. If you have any questions about that, please reach out to me. Friday, October 10th, any of those products that you ordered during the mid-sale reorder, that's when that'll be distributed. Once again, like the show and sell, it may be day before, maybe that day. Be on the lookout for a message from your district popcorn team. So then towards the end of the sale, we do have the option for you guys to return popcorn. Obviously, we hope that you, are keeping a good eye on your inventory, but, things happen. Maybe, the Brewers went on, a losing streak, and now you have all those extra, tins of pretzels that you got to return. You don't know what to do with. Here at the Bay Lakes Council, we are one of the few councils in the country where we will take popcorn returns. They do need to be in full cases. So there's a time span here. You could see Monday, October 27th through Wednesday, October 29th. So be on the lookout once again for your specific warehouse. It will be one of those nights. It will not be all 3 of those nights, but you'll be hearing things from your district leadership about that. And then last, take orders are due on November 2nd. That's also on the Pecatonica River website. And then that take order distribution is November 21st. Any late orders that you may have received, say someone was with their family for Thanksgiving and, oh man, I forgot that grandma and grandpa wanted this or wanted that. You do have an advantage to do a late order on November 30th. And then on or around November 12th, that late order product will be in. All right, here is our lineup for the 2025 year. You won't see too many changes. The one big change is we do have a new product called Mountain Munch. The classic caramel corn mixed with pecans, cashews, and almonds, drizzled in chocolate. It is amazing. It does replace mud puddles. So Mountain Munch is replacing mud puddles. That might be back in the future, but for this year, we do have Mountain Munch. I'll let you guys look at this one for 1 second. All right. Once again, this year we do have our military donations. Military donations allows customers to purchase popcorn for military men and women serving our country and supporting scouting at the same time. Once again, this coming year, we will have the opportunity to keep some of those local. So if you have any questions or maybe some leads for me to reach out to, that we can really keep that local in our community, maybe someone at the VA or Vets and Friends in Appleton, things like that, please reach out to me so we can keep as much of that local as we can. All right, ways to sell, tools to use to sell. First off, the sales flyers. Scouts take these flyers door to door to collect orders. Forms have spaces for up to 30 names. Door hangers back again this year. This year, however, they list online products for customers to purchase using their seller ID. That way the scout is actually not getting involved again. So with these online door hangers, do make sure that your scouts are putting their seller ID on them, just so that the order gets connected to the scout, so that they get commission bonus, they get commission credit for it. Take to work tents back again this year. Display your popcorn at a high traffic area like your workplace to boost sales easily. Tasting kits will go into those again, just a little bit, but they're back again this year. Scouts taste product and share their experience with customers. And then envelopes and totes, just another way to organize your sale. So back to that tasting kit. Back again this year. Purpose of the tasting kit is to have scouts try 1 to 2 kernels of each flavor. Let the scouts vote on their favorites. Have a little fun with it. Do it during your unit kickoff. Do it during your popcorn kickoff. This helps boost sales with the just with scouts having they just have more knowledge of the product. When they're selling to someone may say, "Hey, what's your favorite one?" Do I have something that's oh, I can't have popcorn. Then they know there's pretzels, things like that. A couple changes to the tasting kit this year. On the outside of the box, there's allergy information. That way, if you do have a scout in your unit that may have a peanut allergy or something like that, you'll know right away. That's on the outside. And on the inside, the bags are individually labeled this year, which is nice. We still do have that form that has the description of each product, but you'll see in tiny black writing on each bag, it also says what the product is on the inside, which is very nice. All right, where to sell. Show and sell. This is probably one of your most popular ways of doing this. Set up in a high traffic area. Popcorn is ordered in advance. Like we talked about, that's that order that's due on August 31st. Here's where you would do your storefront sales, which once again, the council is organizing a bunch of storefront sales. That sign up will be ready to go on August 20th on our baylakesbsa.org/popcorn website. If you're watching this video after the 20th, feel free to jump on there and sign up for some slots. Please be courteous if you're signing up, in the first week or so. Keep it to just a couple slots per location so that there's enough available for all units in the area. Another way to sell is show and deliver. Combine show and sell and take order. Here's where you kind of think of the wagon sales. So you're taking product door to door and selling it that way. And then take order. This is your traditional way of going door to door, or here's where you have it out, at your work, and then popcorn is delivered after the sale. So you're taking the order, and then, a few weeks later, that's when you're dropping it off. And then, of course, online sales, customers can support all across the country, with the exception of Alaska and Hawaii. And like I said, with that seller ID that each scout has, that's how each scout gets credit for their sales. And online sales, it's a straight 30% commission for any products that are sold online. Here's some practice scripts that you can use with your scouts. And a couple selling tips: be in uniform, know your products. That goes back to that tasting kit. Be prepared, so practice that sales pitch. Have confidence, be friendly, smile. Try and keep that smile on, even if, the person before you was like, oh, I can't buy any popcorn today. Just keep that smile on. Always thank customers, even if they do not purchase. And then, of course, follow scout safety tips, such as the buddy system, road rules, money management, and curfew. All right, online sales. Talked a little bit about this prior, but back again this year with that 30% commission, free shipping, like I said, everywhere except Alaska and Hawaii. And then all these sales do also count towards the winner's circle and for your unit's total sales. Here's a look at the lineup for online sales this year. Online store closes November 23rd at midnight. All right, some online resources on the prpopcorn.com website. We have 12 different training videos on there, very short little snippets, very laser focused on specific topics. We're actually going to watch one right after this slide. Printable resources, including receipts, leave behinds, and things like that. Sales tools, nutritional information, product weights, dimensions, and then payment information. All right, so next we are going to watch the Scout Boss tutorial. So this is going to show kernels how specifically to place your orders. So they'll show and sell orders, the mid-sale reorder, and the take order. If you have any questions after this, if you want to rewatch it again, go to that prpopcorn.com website. Otherwise, like I said, just reach out to me and I can help walk you through it.
To get started, simply visit www.prpopcorn.com and click My Account at the top right corner of the page. Next, click the Create Unit Profile button. You'll be asked for your council's key, which is provided by your council. After entering the key, click Login. You can now choose your district, unit type, and number. Additionally, you can enter your contact information for the unit. On the following screen, you'll be asked for your participation for the sales, as well as any commission questions if applicable. After successfully registering your unit, you'll be shown a message asking you to log in with your credentials you just created. You will also receive a confirmation email with the information you provided for your records. Upon logging in, you will see your unit's dashboard. The council contact information is shown at the bottom right corner, important dates in the bottom left corner, your quick buttons across the top, and the order summary portal in the middle of the screen. To order product, click New Order. You'll be asked to choose your order type from the drop-down menu, as well as the pickup location. After clicking Submit, the order page will load, allowing you to order your product. If you need to make adjustments to your order, simply choose the Manage Orders button from your dashboard. You're able to make adjustments up until your council approves your order for fulfillment. To enter a Scout for an online seller ID, click the Scout Seller ID button. After entering the requested information, click the Submit button. Your Scout Seller ID is instantly assigned. The Scout's parent or guardian will receive an email letting them know that they have been signed up by their unit leader as well as some information on how to use My PR Popcorn to help them share their profile via social media. To enter scouts who have qualified for the Pecatonica River Winner Circle, click here. After entering the requested information and attaching the supporting documentation, click Submit. The parent or guardian will receive an email letting them know that the submission has been made and that they should be on the lookout for an email when their prize is ready for pickup. When you are ready, go ahead and click the Place Prize Order button on your dashboard to be taken to the prize ordering site if applicable. The site will populate your profile information as well as your sales data, allowing for a quick order. The various reports available will allow you to view or print your own pick tickets, online invoices, amount of products sold by order type, what commissions have been assigned to your unit, and your current financial standing with the council. Further help in navigating Scout Boss can be found by contacting your council.
All right, so hopefully that was helpful. Like I said, there's 12 of those videos, so feel free to go on there and watch as many as you would like, and then follow up with me with any questions. Here's just kind of a little refresher of things that we talked about, what that website looks like, where some of those downloadable resources are. All right, so your unit kickoff, very, very important. The unit popcorn kickoff offers a fantastic chance to captivate and inspire your scouts, while also providing an ideal platform to enlighten parents about the importance of selling popcorn to sustain your scouting program. So best practices, I'll let you guys read a part of this, but just promote the product, promote the popcorn, discuss winner circle prizes. We'll get into that a little bit coming up, but that's once again back this year for any scout that sells $3,000 or more in popcorn. And then last but not least, actually probably most important, make it fun. We know how many fundraisers our scouts and our youth are doing these days. So anything that we can do to make this fun and not just another fundraiser, super, super important. All right, 3 apps to manage your sale. And these, I'm not going to go too much into these. There are videos on the prpopcorn.com website to kind of explain some more of these. But My PR Popcorn, an app used to promote online sales at the scout level through social media. Kernel Tracker, that's an app designed to manage unit level inventory all the way down to the scout level. So all the way from what your unit has total, all the way to individual scouts and families. And then Square Reader. All right, using My PR Popcorn, things that just quick little easy guide. Like I said, you can watch this all in that in one of those training videos as well. But here's where your unit colonel signs up their individual scouts for seller IDs. Here's where sellers can create their own profiles. And here's where they can share those links to social media, to email, to text, telling their friends and family, hey, I'm selling popcorn this year. I want to raise X amount so I can go camping, or I can go, stay on a ship in Manitowoc overnight, things like that. My PR dashboard. Here's where they can go and record their sales. Not all unit kernels. Some of you guys might might not recognize it. Some of you might. It's a newer feature the last couple of years that Pecatonica keeps, kind of getting a little more in depth with. But here's where you can have your scouts individually sign up for your show and sell shifts or their show and sell shifts. You can share on social media. If you've already got, these are just tools that Pecatonica provides. If you've already got, a way that has worked for, tracking show and sell shifts or inventory that's worked for you in the past, feel free to, continue that. This is just another option that Pecatonica is providing. Just a little more into going into recording those sales. And a little more with signing up for those show and sell shifts. That is quite the tongue twister. Almost as bad as when I forgot mud puddles a while ago. So this is a cool new, like I said, they're rolling out new stuff every year. This is kind of cool where if, maybe you don't want your scout or you have a parent who doesn't want, their scouts information on their social media, which is totally understandable. Here's where you could still create a QR code where, you could put it on a flyer, that you're taking to you know, a family dinner or something like that, where like a family member or friend can scan that QR code and still see the scouts video and kind of the scouts, you know, just what they're selling for and about them. So it's kind of cool because still what you could provide on social media, but just a link to it without you having to put it on social media. And then Kernel Tracker, there's also a video about this. Here's just a way to manage your inventory by scout, container, retail value. So you can really get down in the weeds with your inventory. You can view your stock that's already been distributed, once again by scout, retailer, retail value, and container. And you can also manage your site locations like we just kind of talked about. You can also track your returns. What have you released to scout families? What's been returned to you? So like I said, you can really get into the weeds with this stuff, which is awesome. Pecatonica has really advanced in their technology over the last couple of years. And just a little more with that site sale. All right, back to the winner's circle. Like I said, once again, $3,000. Any scout that sells $3,000 or more can register for one of these awesome prizes. So here's, you will actually submit for these kernels. You'll submit for these on the Pecatonica River website. All of the prizes you'll submit through our Keller website, on which all that information is once again available on our Bay Lakes bsa.org/popcorn website. If you do have a scout that sells $6,000 worth of popcorn, they by all means can select 2 of these items. All right, so local commissions, local Bay Lakes Council commissions. We still pride ourselves in having one of the largest commissions in the country. So base commission, again, this is going to look very familiar from last year. Base commission starts at 25%. For you watching this Zoom training and sending me that key phrase, which this year is going to be, watching penguins is fun. Watching penguins is fun. Maybe it's just because we've been going through a hot streak temperature-wise, but I don't know. Something about watching penguins in cold weather feels nice right now. So watching penguins is fun. So first emailing me that, you'll get that 2% commission. If you choose cash over prizes, it's an additional 4%. That ACH transaction that we talked about earlier, if you do not get me that information, it's unfortunately a 5% deduction. I will be honest and tell you, I've never had to do that deduction with anyone. If for some reason you're a new unit, you don't have a checking account yet, you're between banks or something like that, just work with me and I'll work with you and we'll make sure that you don't get that deduction. And then like I talked about, commission for all online sales, 30% again this year. So then we have the same bonus commissions as we have the last couple of years as well. So that tier 1, if you sell between $6,000 and $10,999, or have a 15% sale increase, you get your 1 free liter to a Bay Lakes Council summer camp, or 25% off weekend camp facilities at a Bay Lakes Council camp property. I won't do death by PowerPoint, so I'll let you guys read those tier 2 and tier 3 incentives on your own again. But these are the same as last year. Even with increased cost of things, we really want to get as many incentives back to you guys as we can. I know how much time and effort you put into the sale, so we really try and get back as much to our local units as we can. All right, and then just a reminder of those key popcorn dates that we talked about. I'll leave this up on the screen for a second. And once again, if you have any questions, email me at callie.kissling@scouting.org. Let me know that key phrase about those furry little penguins that we talked about. Actually, I don't think penguins are furry. Baby penguins are furry. And I'll get you that commission bonus. But feel free to reach out to me with any questions at any point during the sale. Thank you guys for all of your effort and dedication to our popcorn sale, and I look forward to another great season.